I'm Madam Pamita, and this is Madam Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use double action candles. What are double action candles? Well, they're candles that are used for reversing circumstances or situations. So in that case we have, these are double action candles. We have red and black, white and black, and green and black. All of these candles are used for reversing a certain situation. The white and black one is sort of used for any sort of situation that you want to turn around. You've been crossed by someone, or there's some negativity coming your way, you've got an enemy. You can use that white candle for any kind of circumstances. The red and black one is used for relationship issues and love issues, and the green and black one is used for prosperity and money issues. So we're going to show you how to do that today. Those three are double action candles. There's a second kind of candle called a reversing candle, which is a little bit different. It has black on the outside, and as you can see here, red on the inside. As you burn this, this is a very old-fashioned way of doing reversing work too. So we're going to be doing some reversing work with, in this case, we're going to use a green and black candle. So reversing some crossed money conditions. What you're going to need for this is of course, a double action candle with green and black, white and black, or red and black. You'll need some oils to dress that candle with, and in this case I have reversing oil to reverse the situation, and money drawing oil to bring in money. If you were going to do, of course, love work, you'd have an appropriate oil for that, or any other kind of work. You'd choose whatever oil you wanted for that, but reversing you definitely need for that, for the black half of the candle. The other thing that you're going to need is a mirror tile. I have a mirror here, a little mirror tile here, and what that is for that's what you're going to place the candle on to do that reversing work, and you're going to burn it on there. You're going to need some matches, of course, and you'll need a knife so that you can carve and cut the candle as you need to. I've got a little paper plate to make things not so messy. You may want to put out some newspaper or do something like that, because this is a little bit messy work. All right, so with a reversing candle, the principle of the reversing candle is that we want to get rid of crossed conditions or negative conditions and bring in something good. So we're turning something around that's been bad. And so just like that, we're going to turn the candle around. We want to burn the black part first and the green part second, because we want to reverse the negativity and then bring in the good stuff, right? So with this, we need to turn the candle upside down, and the first thing that we're going to do is what's called budding the candle, which is taking that little nipple, that nub on the top, off. So with my knife, I'm going to cut through that wax and make that bottom flat. So now I've got a new bottom to my candle, which is the green part. I'm going to take the black part and make a new top to it. So fortunately, I've got a little bit of wick here. I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to carve a new top. Just cut off the edges. Told you it was messy. To make this the new top of the candle. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to carve the names. If I know the names of the people involved, let's say I know someone is throwing for me, I know someone's doing some negative work toward me, you can write that person's name on the black part, and you're going to write it backwards, and you're going to write it going toward the center of the candle. So I have to think about that one for a second, because I'm writing backwards is a little dyslexic. So what you want to do is, if you know the name of your enemy, you write your name of your enemy there. If you don't know the name of your enemy, you can write my enemy, but you're going to write it going backwards toward the center of the candle. So I'm going to write that backwards. So I'm going to start with the Y of enemy, the M, backwards E, backwards N, another backwards E, and then another Y, and an M. So I wrote my enemy going backwards and going toward the center of the candle, okay? Then I'm going to write my name going up again toward the center of the candle, but I'm going to write it the correct way. Okay. And so you can see I wrote my name going toward the center of the candle, but going the correct way. All right, so the next step is we're going to dress that candle with the appropriate oils. In this case, we're going to dress it with two different oils, a reversing oil and a money drawing oil. So first, I'm going to put the reversing oil on. Just need a couple drops. And we're going to put that on in a downward motion on just the black half of the candle. Then I'm going to wash my hands, clean my hands, and get the money drawing oil, and I'm going to put that on in an upward motion on the green part of the candle. So we're bringing in that money. All right, now we're ready to light our candle with our intention. What I like to do is when I have a freestanding candle, I like to melt a little bit of wax at the bottom so that it can stand firmly, because these candles, you know, I cut that bottom. It's not really, you know, going to stand on its own. So the way to do that is to take and melt a little bit of the wax on the bottom. So that it's nice and soft. A little bit melts on that. And then I can hold that down on the mirror tile. Now it's going to stand on its own. That mirror tile is to, again, do that reversing work to clear out the negativity. All right, and then I'm going to light that candle with the intention that I set out. That my money troubles are reversed, that anyone who's working against my prosperity has their intentions sent back to them. So we set that candle and light that candle. The black part is going to burn first, reversing anything, any negativity that is coming your way. And then the green part is going to burn, bringing in that money, bringing in that prosperity. So there you go, the very simple way of working with a double action candle. My name is Madam Pamita. I thank you for joining me today. You can find all of these products and more fun stuff online by going to my website, parlorofwonders.com.